Hey, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a very basic mascara makeup application. This is going to be your basic mascara palette with your 4 colors inside. You're going to see that you have a highlight color, which is your foundation, your all over face color, contour color, your blush color, and it can also be used on your lips, and then your illuminator, which adds that extra glow at the end. So again, I'm just going to be using 4 colors today, 1 brush. This is just very basic 101 on how to apply your mascara makeup. First, I'm going to start in the contour. I'm using the Buffy brush today. You can see that these both have slanted ends. One is a smaller end, one is a larger end. So I'm going to use the small end of my Buffy brush. I'm going to dip that, kind of the pointed end, into the contour. I'm gonna find the bottom part of my cheekbone and I'm gonna go basically on top of that. So when you chisel out your face with contour, you're really wanting to lift everything up, and so think of blending and putting everything a little bit higher up than you would down. So I'm gonna find that side. I'm basically just gonna draw a line with that brush, and then I'm gonna kind of flatten it out to this side and blend it in a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more just so I make sure that I have the depth and dimension that I want, and I'm gonna stop basically at the outer part of my eye. And you can already see that that shadowing that I just did right here is already lifting up the sides and the cheekbones and sculpting out that beautiful face that you guys already have, just enhancing it. So again, draw a line, and then you can kind of use the flat side to buff out the top of that line. That's why this brush is called Buffy. Okay, now, and if you notice, I'm tapping super lightly into these creams. I'm not swiping, I'm just tapping it into the color. So now you're gonna go on your hairline, and you're just gonna drag that over top part of your forehead, kind of connecting it into your hairline, and that's going to create some shadow up here. If you have a larger forehead, you can kind of bring that contour a little bit further down, and think of your contour as the number 3. So you're going like this, and then we'll get to the lower part of our jaw next. So then you're going to contour the lower part of your jawline. Just basically swipe it down here by your ear, go under your jaw right here, and this is just chiseling out that jawline, creating the shadowing that the light would naturally make hitting your face, but just enhancing it a little bit more. So you can see I have like a sculpted jawline versus it bringing or it accentuating anything that is kind of dragging down on my face. And then you can just drag that color down your neck. I like to chisel out your neck a little bit too, so I just put that contour right here down the sides of my neck. Just make sure it's blended out nicely. And there you go. Your shadowing or your contour is done. Now we're gonna dip our fat end of the Buffy brush. Again, super lightly into these creams. I'm using the color Amber. And you're gonna basically put this everywhere that you didn't put your contour. So on my jawline, and then marry those colors together, the contour and your main highlight color. Right here. I'm gonna take that up into my cheek and my eye area, but remember, your blush has coverage too, so you don't need a ton on your cheek area. Less is more when it comes to mascara makeup. It's gonna feel like a learning curve at first when you first start applying it, just because it's a different habit than you're used to, and the creams just work so differently than a traditional powder or a traditional liquid makeup. So you need less because the color is doing the work for you versus the quantity. Okay, so we did highlight, we did contour. Now I'm gonna just dip that same fat end of my Buffy brush into my blush color, just lightly. Got enough color on there. Smile, and you wanna put it on the apples of your cheeks. And then you're gonna kind of blend that upward towards your temples. There you go. You got blush on that side. I'm gonna just repeat on the other side. Blush is one of my favorite parts of this makeup because it's the part that I love to change up the most, and it's the part that really brings life and vitality back into your face. Okay, blush is done. You can always flip over that brush a little bit if you need to kind of blend out any harsh lines with the blush. And then lastly, the part that gives you an extra glow is this Illuminator. I'm using rose gold today, and I'm just gonna pop that on the tops of my cheekbones right here. See if you can see that glow that it adds. See that it just adds that really dewy, beautiful glow. Another thing about mascara that is gonna take a little while to get used to is that it's more of a dewy look, which if you open up your magazine and look at beautiful movie stars and models and actresses, you're not gonna see them with a matte face. Everything is gonna be really dewy and glowy, and it's not looking oily, it's looking youthful. So dewy gives this youthful glow, but we're so used to wanting our makeup to feel like set that we don't necessarily like the feeling of a cream or a dewiness. So just take a minute to get used to that, because it's gonna be new when using this makeup, but it's just such a gorgeous, glowy, dewy look. And there's tips and tricks that I'll do in other videos that show you how to make sure that it doesn't end up looking oily or doesn't end up getting off your face, and we can set and do other things to help prevent that per your skin type. But just know that this makeup just gives this gorgeous, dewy, youthful look, and it's gonna take a minute to get used to, but you're gonna love it. Okay, lastly, I'm gonna take my ring finger and just dab it into that blush color again, put it on my lips, and I'm done. Good to go. So that is your very basic highlight and contour routine. Something that you can do if you want, not necessary, is you can also contour your nose. Use that small end of the Buffy and dipping that kind of like pointy end into it, and you can just lightly drag that on the bridge of your nose. Right here, you can see I created 2 lines. Connect that into your brow bone, and then connect down here, and then just make sure that it's light and bright with your illuminator down the center, or you could put that highlight color down the center again. But that's another trick. Very basic, 4 colors, highlight with mascara. All right, thanks for joining.